Alright guys, here at Davis AutoSports we are truly very excited to offer you guys perhaps the nicest 1-ton 3500, 4500 or 5500 dually on the entire market right now. First and foremost, it's a 2014 with just 12,000 original miles. This is a one owner Carfax certified guaranteed vehicle with a flawless history. The truck is literally brand spanking new. There's not a rock chip, scratch, swirl anywhere on the exterior. It is literally a brand new truck. It is a Laramie Longhorn 3500 four-wheel drive, every single option that they offer on the truck. But most importantly, this vehicle has $20,000 worth of upgrades that were just recently performed and installed on this vehicle. This is truly the ultimate tow vehicle. From the factory, it has a fifth wheel capacity of 30,000 pounds, but what makes this vehicle that much better is all of the upgrades that were just installed. We are a KELDERMAN authorized sales facility and installer. If you're unfamiliar with the KELDERMAN air system, please make sure to look it up online. It's by far the best air system on the market for both light duty and medium duty trucks. This vehicle has the complete KELDERMAN air suspension front and rear. We'll go over that more in detail, but right now there are absolutely no leaf springs in the back of the truck. A lot of people that get airbag helpers that go on top of the leaf springs. This system eliminates the entire leaf spring. It literally has semi-truck airbags in the back, so you can hold much more weight. You will not squat. No matter how much weight you put on the back of this vehicle, it's going to auto self-level to the exact stance the truck is now. It has a 4-link system in the back, upgraded track bars, everything that comes with the system. A lot of people that get the system stop there. This vehicle also has the front air system, which makes this truck an absolute dream to drive. I personally owned a 2012 LTZ Chevrolet diesel dually. I've owned a 2016 Platinum F450. I've owned a couple sport chassis, and out of every truck that I've ever driven that was capable of towing more than 20,000 pounds, this is by far, hands down, the best riding vehicle, loaded and unloaded, I've ever been in. So up front with the air suspension, you have no coil up front to take those hard bumps. You have a full airbag, and you also have fully adjustable shocks as well. The KELDERMAN air system with this particular setup, with all of the upgrades, which includes 3 air compressors. A lot of people opt out for the additional air compressors. Obviously, with the additional compressors, you can fill up your air very quick. This thing, between the front, rear, the 3 compressors, all the leveling systems, the computer system installed, depending on where you're going to get it done, you're roughly around 12 to 14 grand for the complete setup with labor. It's very labor intensive. I think the kit itself retails with all the upgrades that this kit has, it's around an $8,000 to $9,000 kit. I'm going to show you some goodies in the back as well to make this vehicle that much better of a tow vehicle. But if you see up front, you have no coil. You have an absolute massive airbag. The way this system is set up too, all of the controls are set up to the factory auxiliary switches. So it's a very clean install. You don't have any aftermarket buttons that were drilled into the dash. It's a very, very clean install. There's also dual huge air horns on the bottom of the vehicle. There's not one single dent, ding, or scratch on this vehicle. The family that owned this, they had a 2-horse enclosed trailer. They got out of the horse industry, and this thing stayed inside the owner's huge building. He had all he had a huge storage building built at their ranch, and this thing stayed inside. And as you see, it is as brand new as you can possibly get. Alcoa wheels, of course. I've used this truck. I put about 1,000 miles on it. It was just such a pleasure to drive. We have a couple different trailers here that we use at Davis Autosports, and it's absolutely amazing. No matter what you put on the back of this truck, it'll go down for the initial squat, and then once the airbags kick on, no matter what weight you throw at this thing, it's going to ride just like you see it now. It is an absolute pleasure to drive while you're towing. So to enhance your towing experience, check out the back of this truck, guys. As you see, this is where all this money's coming into play. A full trailer saver, a little bit over, I think it's about 20 or 25,000 pound hitch. Look at the condition of it, guys. Used maybe a handful of times. Self auto leveling airbags. This air system is completely separate from the Kelderman system. So you got 3 compressors for the Kelderman system, and this has its very own compressor. So it's its own standalone unit. If you literally stand on that kingpin, it's gonna raise you up automatically. You don't have to touch anything. Everything's been set. You have a 98-gallon fuel system back here. This is a transfer flow unit, guys. This is not the gravity one that just as you lose fuel, gravity fed. This is actually has a pump. It has the lines going in. You can manually transfer the fuel. The way it's set up in the computer right now is once your regular fuel tank gets to a half a tank, it automatically brings fuel from the overflow tank into your main fuel supply in the truck. You can manually override it, you can stop it. There is a button located underneath the steering wheel where you can control it at your leisure. HID projection headlights. And just look at the front of this truck, guys. Yes, the truck has 12,000 miles. It looks like it's got 12 miles. It's that clean. There's not a single paint chip. There's not a bug chip. This thing is literally a brand new truck. I don't have my tripod out here, but what I'm going to attempt to do is set this camera down. It may take me a while to get everything set up on the street here. What I'm going to do is go start the truck. I also want to let you guys know too, this truck has absolutely everything that came with it new. And inside there's some, of course, the owner bought brand new upgraded floor mats, but we have both keys, we have the books, the manuals, everything. We also have, obviously, with the Longhorn, 100% loaded up. Remote start, we got both keys. I mean, it's, guys, you guys are buying a brand new truck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside the truck. I'm gonna hit the buttons to lower the suspension, because even though it's self-leveling, you can also control the suspension as well. So I'm gonna go inside and release the air, and you'll see the truck go down and go back up. The rear airbags are a little bit quicker. Those are the ones that get worked a little bit more, and each rear airbag has its very own compressor, air tank. And the front two airbags share one air tank. And as you see, the back has been up for probably about a good solid 10 seconds, and the front is leveled out right now. So guys, this truck is just, it's incredible on many levels. First and foremost, to find a 14 with 12,000 miles is incredible. To find one that is literally brand new, completely loaded, all the bells and whistles from the factory, plus the 20 plus grand of upgrades. The fact that this thing has stayed inside its entire life. When you are inside of this vehicle, it literally smells like a brand new vehicle still. It's amazing to be in a vehicle that can tow 30,000 pounds, and the inside is equivalent luxury wise to a Mercedes. You got ventilated seats, which are AC seats, heated steering wheel. You have two different cameras. You have a camera for your backup, and you also have a camera for your bed. You can access that camera absolutely anytime, which is really cool. So right there, backing up to your fifth wheel makes it very easy. Right here, your auxiliary buttons control both your front and rear air suspension. They're hooked up to their own system. The attention to detail on this truck is beautiful with the wood grain, the Napa leather. There's no vinyl in this truck, guys. Even the dash is Napa leather. Every square inch of this vehicle is leather, and it's just absolutely beautiful. When I got in it for the first time, I smelt a really nice conditioned leather that the owner used. What you're actually hearing is the pump for this right now. Since the fuel tank is less than a half a tank, it's pumping fuel. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to go ahead and turn my Steadicam off and show you guys a brief. So we'll see. I know this angle is not going to be the best, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and plug in the fifth wheel and then see if it'll actually, if I have enough weight myself to activate the bags, so you guys can see how nice it works. Here we go, let's see. Well, there we go. So I guess I brought it down an inch or two. So as you see, airbags are filled up for the weight that was on there. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the power. There's your massive semi-truck airbag, no leaf springs. And guys, this truck just floats down the road. Just an absolute pleasure to drive. Beautiful color. If you guys have any questions about this gorgeous Ram, 855-955-3377. Thank you.